From buying your first box of miniatures and paints to being a gentleman or lady on the gaming table, we have you covered.
We'd like to take a moment and thank our sponsors, Dragon Slayers, The Forge Hobbies and Games, and Rexer's Lasers, and the Patreons that support the channel, plus you for taking a moment to watch the channel. Alrighty. Welcome everyone in. Hopefully someone joins. We will see for sure if they do or they don't. So we're hoping they do. I'm going to take and pull this up so I can actually see. That is not what I wanted there. I'm going to go here. We're going to try this. Hit this, hit that. We'll see if anybody joins. So it's going to be, what up, Ken? I'm glad you're there because really needed you to be there today. Because we had a little sickness going on in the house, some different things. So instead of running a risk of getting anyone sick, but at the same token, still going to have some boarding patrol. As the chat says, it's World Eaters versus Harlequins. And my brain goes, well, I could take and play myself, or I could play the chat. So we're going to go down the top-down view. Everybody's used to seeing it that way. World Eaters is the same army that was brought last week. It is 1 unit of Terminators, 2 units of Corn Berserkers, and a Master of Executioners. The Harlequin unit is a Troop, Shadow Seer, and Troop Master. And I will let the chat decide which army they want to run. And I've come up with ideas on how to make this work. So we're going to see how it works. This is me testing a theory. I don't know. I just like, hopefully people join the chat. We can take and do this. As usual, I'm going to get started by saying thank you to the sponsors on that side, and thank you to the Patreons on that side. Greatly appreciate all the support. Greatly appreciate anybody that's done anything outside of those support. Ken for grabbing a few things on Amazon as well. Casey did the reveal for that one as well. So let's see here. I got the chat. Let me see what the chat says. I can see this. Oh, sorry to hear that, Ken. We have a strep running around, so I didn't want to take a chance of anybody getting it. But again, I wanted to still do some boarding action because I was like, all right, how do we do this? So it took me a little longer. That is the armies. They're displayed and put up. So World Eaters versus Harlequins. We'll let the chat decide. It could be you, Ken, if you're the only one willing to chat and chat. If anybody else is, they can. So chat, let me know which army you want to run. I know it sounds crazy. I'm going to read the mission. From that standpoint, I'm going to go down to the top view here. So I will show that on this side, you've got World Eaters, Master of Executioners up here. On this side, you have troops with a Troop Master, troops with a Shadow Seer, and troops on this side. So I'm going to take and read out the mission while we figure out which way the chat's going to decide to go here. It's the pipeline. No underdog bonus for this one because it is set up, they're pretty much equivalent in equalness. The end of each player's command phase, they score 5 for each of the conditions they satisfy, up to a max of 25. So they control 1 or more objectives. They control 2 or more objectives. They control more objectives than their opponent. They control both A objectives. So just so everybody knows, I'm going to flip these over because these will be A's. There we go. Those are A's. Welcome everybody joining. It's me versus the chat, so the chat gets to choose the army. World Eaters or Quins. So just gotta let me know which one y'all want to play. And then you control both markers labeled A, you get 5 points, or control both markers labeled B, you get 5 points. They can't be scored in the first round. In the 5th battle round, the player who is the second turn does not score any victory points until the end of their command phase. At the end of the turn, they score 5 victory points for each of the above conditions satisfied. So that's kind of that setup there. I'm going to bring some water here. We're going to try to see how this works. And as you can see in the box, there. You've got a north, a south, east, and a west. Don't worry, you can look at the box when it comes to it, because you can take and have the army move in any direction. Or if need be, I might grab the little one here in a minute and have her just point at army, and I'll take and pull it that way. So it's going to be a little bit of an interesting boarding patrol for sure. All right, so we got everything situated out. All right, little chat interaction. Let's see what Ken has got to say. I'm scared to play. Oh, don't be scared to play, kid. You just point and shoot, man. This is going to be very interesting, indeed. So I'm going to let you. I'll even let you see the roll-offs first. So we're going to pull this out. So Ken, this is your dice because you're in the chat, so you're going to get to play with me. This is what we call cross-country live play-in. Not unlike any table. This is advanced tabletop simulator. To the point that my brother was like, well, maybe you can get a virtual reality that you can magnetize the board, and when they move the pieces, they would just move on the board. And I'm like, ooh, you build it, I'll run it. But I'm not building anything like that. But here you go. So Ken, I'll let you have the first. You got a 4, and I got a 6. So I will take and attack first, because I have to. But you get the bottom of the turn, and we're going to have a little delay, and that's okay. But you can have the World Eaters or the Quins. I would have put Grey Knights on the table because I figured you might jump in, but I didn't have Grey Knights here in the house. So we're going to make this work. Easy piece is both of the Warlords have the door kicking open, and hopefully you can see the doors and stuff like that. You got clowns, that works for me. So I've got to find a measuring tape. Because you know, in all my haste of getting everything ready to play, I forgot to get the measuring tape out. Because I had this brilliant idea. Of how it's going to have an interaction game. So we'll see how this goes. So first off, like I said, we have that. We are going to, we got to get going. So we're just going to move these guys 5. So these World Eaters are going to move 5. And they are going to come up here. Oh, I'm going to let you, not going to be a lot of rolling for me, Ken. I'm going to put this in correctly. That way you can do some chatting. And what we're going to do is hand. So we're going to calculate easy piece for this. Door 1 is on the dice side of the table. So 1, 2, 3. The Shadow Seer's in the middle. You could just kind of tell me there is a door here and here, here and here, here and here and here. And there. But you can take and just type in 1 north, 2 south, however you want to for their movement. I'm just going to kind of finish moving everybody around. I figure you want to move to the doors towards the objectives, but I'm not for sure which ones you really wanted to go to. So we're just going to move these guys up. Nice and easy. Take this. And move it a little bit like that. These World Eaters are going to, they only move 6. Oof, yeah, they're going to do it. So they're going to move here. Be within that square. These berserks. And then these guys here are going to take and move this way. And if this works, Ken, you can go down. Oh, okay, cool. No, you're all good. To be honest with you, I think it's interesting. If this works, I find it interesting. I just you asked if we were going to do boarding patrol. I said, sure. And then next thing I know, we got sick. And I'm like, next week, spring break. So it's going to be a lot of video on demands for that week. And I'm like, well, I told him we're going live. So we're just going to see if this works. Because if it works, it works. It ain't going to be perfect, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun for sure. That's objective there. we are going to just move 6 here. Oh, he's going to move his 6 first. It's Executioner. 6 there, 6 there, 6 there, and 6 there. We're just going to see how this turns out. Like I said, there's that for that. Back around here on this side, over here. And while you're typing that up, for me it was trying to figure out which armies to throw on the table for this. Oh, these guys here are going to do the objective secure ability to control that one. These are going to set the defense or set the overwatch for that. These guys are just going to sit there. There's nothing they're really going to do. Let's see here. Oh, like I said, push comes to shove, it doesn't work, it's going to be a hoot to watch. So anybody that joins in the chat, if anybody else does join in, like we got 3 now, so thanks for joining in. Ken is right now running the show. He has chosen clowns. It is chat versus me. So if anybody wants to help Ken, by all means, I don't think he's going to be opposed to it. He's getting the laptop up and going. When you think of the board, it's 1, 2, 3 for these guys. And you can see the north, south and stuff. I think he's booting it up to figure out which way it's going. Oh, that could be Ken getting on his other one. So I don't know for sure. But while we're doing that, I'm going to take and pull up a different view here. Because again, I chose armies that would look good on the table because I really like them on the table. While we're taking it to do that. What up? What up, Ajax? If you want to help Ken out, we're doing boarding patrol. Y'all control the clowns. It's okay, Ken. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. Do the best. If it doesn't work, it won't work. I think I've got an idea where it's really going to move on these 2 starting out. But I just wanted to take and do so we can quickly see it. So there is a good shot of the World Eaters. Hey Jack, we are running boarding patrol. Y'all control the clowns. So if you can see the table, you want to help Ken out. More than happy to oblige that. Show it up. Kind of move the clowns around. I have moved the World Eaters around on that side over there, just so you know, Ajax, to get you caught up to the thing. The mission secondaries is Control 1, Control 2, hold more, hold both A's, which are these 2, hold both B's, which are these 2. So we're just trying this out, see how it works. And then in the dice box, I'll go back to the top here. You can see, should be able to see it's not perfect and grand, but hopefully it comes through basically north, west, east, and south, I guess. Yeah, if you're looking at the TV, yeah, north would be due north. So we're going to take and work that. It's okay. It doesn't matter if you played. I mean, I can safely say this, Ajax, I don't think anybody's ever done it this way. So this is going to be the greatest thing ever. I don't think anybody's played a boarding patrol with the chat. I don't think if anybody's ever played any game with the chat on live stream with a tabletop. Forget a computer game or stream a computer game. This is truly on the tabletop. So I'm going to do some moving around. So Ken, we're going to kind of do it and you can kind of see it. I will wait on the delay. I'm going to move things around based on what I would think. If you feel a little difference than that, then you let me know. And we will take and go with it from there. So these guys move 8. They have a 12-inch gun. So we're just going to take and we're going to move these guys all right here. However, if they come out, they can shoot, can't they? Yeah, they got. Well, no, they only have pistols. I think they don't have pistols. I think the Berserkers only have pistols. I even have the books open so I can make sure I'm all good. Yep, they only have pistols. So you got 12-inch pistols shooting back. So he opens the door. 6, 12. Nope, we're just going to do it this way. I'm just going to have these guys move their move. These are the clowns that y'all are somewhat controlling. Just so everybody in the chat knows, as you take a move, you can tell me how you kind of want to hit and how you kind of want to go. They only have regular pistols, nothing special. But what I have done is made them so that these guys, when they move their 6, cannot be within 12 of these guys to shoot at these guys. So they are safe to be able to move their 8 and charge next turn, based on me coming into that area there. These clowns are going to move their 8. This is what I would think y'all would do. And y'all can let me know if I am... It's all good, Ken. So here's the cool thing. You watch it on the phone. I will do what I think would be the right movements. If there's anything that you see that you're like, nope, I would do it a little different, speak up and let me know. Otherwise, y'all literally get to watch me play myself. So this is going to be kind of crazy. And I don't know who's going to win this game. So these guys are just going to move their 8. Because they have the objective secure ability. And they're going to end up doing the same thing. And no, I have not planned any of this out. Just going to move his 8. Make sure he can't be seen. 18, so he's just going to be like that to be outside their pistol range. All right. You wouldn't do that? Oh, you wouldn't go towards the door? Oh, you're being silly now. I like it, though. All right, so got to figure out what we're going to do here. He's just a brutal little guy, but we're just going to take and move him. His 8. Their 8. It's almost like I'm mirroring myself here. Don't want to take and do that. And those guys are going to come around. Do that. That will be that. All right. So that's kind of my thoughts for turn 1. Turn 1 will be already over. If there's anything that you see from a chat standpoint that you wouldn't have done with the clowns, because y'all are technically running the clowns. Anybody that joins, you're running the clowns. Just so you know, we have people pop in and pop out. If you decide something needs to be differently done with the clowns, let me know. We're going to go into World Eater's turn 2. No CP has been spent either. So we're going to see how this goes. So it's 1, 2. Welcome everybody to the chat. We are 2 CP because we're going to be in the stop of 2. For all those joining, you are running clowns. That was what was chosen for y'all. I won the dice roll off, so I actually did go first for the first movement. I then moved the clowns based on the safest part to keep them. The dice box is set up for a north, south, east, or west. You've got, counting from the dice tray over, units 1, 2, and 3. So if there's anything you thought might be done differently with those, let me know. But we're going to kind of keep moving on to World Eater's turn 2. So it means I am at now 3 CP. I guess let me fix these up. 3 CP and 3 CP. This is going to be the greatest thing ever to watch back. I don't know what my brain was thinking to make this happen, but I wanted to play Boarding Patrol. And I wanted to stream it. And nobody was in the house. So I was like, all right, we're going to do this. So thanks all that are joining to watch and anybody that joins later to watch. These Terminators are not scared. So they're going to move their 5 because they move slow. Here. Yeah, that's going to be bad. And there. And they will set to Overwatch because I think that's what's going to be the best thing to do. These guys now have this one. Oh, I did score 5 points. No, yes, 5 points. 5 points. Got to keep some kind of tally-ho for the track record here. So the World Eaters did score 5 points. Let's see. Yes, Ken, I did have those troops objective secure there. Good call. Let's see. Ajax says, can Unit 2 see those World Eaters at the bottom? Unit 2 cannot see the World Eaters. I made sure that when the World Eaters moved up 6 inches, that they will not be able to shoot at them free reign. because they're outside of 12. So they're outside of 18 means the World Eaters cannot charge them either from the way that's set up. So we'll be safe on that. Two, three, four, five. World Eater scored 5 points. These guys moved up here. These did objective secure, so this one is controlled right now by the World Eaters. They are going to move their 6, and because of the way it's set up, they won't be able to actually charge. But I gotta go and not stay put. So this one is controlled from the home piece. I was not able to get within 1 inch of the door, which is kind of crappy, but we're going to go with it. So he's going to come up here, end of his movement. He's going to kick open the door, which I think teleport, push for pictures, bird,
On the big bottom bin and on the couch.
Okay, it is done immediately, so that's why I'm able to take and move these 3. I wanted to make sure that I did give him that. These guys are going to go 3 and 6, and they're going to come here, and this is just going to be brutal upon brutal. And they are going to just set to defend. So that is World Eater's turn 2. Is there a door by objective 3? That would be this one. There is no door here. There's a door here, Ken, and there's a door here. So I came to this door. They had the movement to come to this door. What up, Mark? It is players. It is chat versus me. Ken got it all started. If you go back in the chat, he chose the Quins. Dice rolled off. I got first turn with the World Eaters. The chat has free reign to run, and I'll keep going over the doors. I just saw Mark pop up, so I wanted to say, hey, here is the movement. So you can tell me north, south, east, west, just basically north TV. Yeah, you get it. I can look at it from that. Yeah. And then, yeah, it's going to be a little backwards, but that's okay. We'll make it work. And then it's a 1, 2, 3. So you start with the discard going over there. So I'm moving things around. If anything looks crazy, let me know. But yeah, this is the first. I don't know if anybody that's done it this way, but as I stated, we had a little sickness going around the house, so nobody really to come over. But Mondays is live stream, and I didn't want to miss 2 Mondays in a row because next week is spring break, and I don't know if I'll be able to get any live thing. Might do something 5-10 minutes just to say hello to everybody. But I want to do a boarding patrol. So y'all are the opponent. So this has actually been kind of interesting. No, this objective is here. You'll have to open it and then go through. There's not a way to take and do that there. That's why if you see on the World Eaters, I had to open it and step through from my end, which is going to allow for the Harlequins what I would think will be the charge, because that's where they'll want to hit first. Because they don't want me to have the objective, and I only have 3 on it, and my executioner didn't have the movement to get up to the door to open it. However, y'all did over here. So interesting fun fact there. So I'm going to move the Harlequins 8. I did set to Overwatch, but in my head, the Quins just go in and attack and see if they can kill these guys. That's what I'm thinking. If y'all tell me otherwise, I can pull them back, but I am setting them up to go for a very beefy charge into the World Eaters there. This guy does have the ability to kick the door in open. So the question that I have for you there is, 1, we can set the Troop Master to go charge the turns. But if we're charging there, you may not want to be a double charge. I do have the 2 CP to interrupt. You could also charge with the troops and just set with him on that one. That one's a tough call there. Actually, if I was playing this, there's a door here. Let's see. by objective 2. That's going to be a tricky one because I don't know which one's objective 2. 1, 2. There's no character about this one. These are a set of World Eaters. And this is a character that's by himself. This is a Shadow Seer. Oh, I may have set to defend. We'll just say set to defend. Sounds good. That sounds good on that one, Ken. Yeah, AJ, this is not blood for the blood. I don't know. This is going to be crazy. So the only way that you can't technically get on the objective without being there. Part of me says you take and you charge there, but then part of me says you don't. That's a tough choice. He will be the one to go. That's just what you... This is going to sound crazy, but I think you send the Troop Master after these guys. He's just going to open, and then he's going to go there. We're just going to see what he does. He is the Vela King. Oh, he doesn't have the Vela King. He just Story Sword. You can't have anything from that. He does have 8 attacks. He's got an Aldari Sword, -3, 2 damage each. Oof. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. That's a tough call. Let's see. Kind of want to deal with these one at a time. Part of me says you just do it that way and make that work. Oof. Actually, no. So, we are going to be a little tricky. He will come here. They can only move 5. These guys are going to come here. Oh, this is tricky. I don't even know if this works. We're going to try it. And what we're going to do is we're going to have them open this door. So anything I'm doing you want reversed, you let me know. But basically what it is now these guys are the closest from a standpoint of shooting. So they would have to shoot here first before they shoot the Troop Master to try and hold that objective. Can the troop move and secure objective if he moves up? You want the troops just to go ahead and try to secure the objective and just toss him into those terms? Or block those terms? That's a good question. So, from that standpoint, Ken, I'm more than happy to do that. That actually makes sense. Here's the Troop Master, leave this door closed. Put the Troop Master here. He could charge in if you wanted. And then put these here and have them objective secure from that standpoint. That sounds like a very decent plan as well. So I'm going to take and think that's what you're saying. So we're going to do that to it. And just do it like that. From that standpoint there. And that'll do the objective secure piece there. Oof. A lot of attack terms. Ugh. I don't even know on that. Alright, Shadow Seer. So then the Shadow Seer. Man, it's almost like it's worth it. You can only interrupt one place. You can only spend CP there. I think this is just where we have to go for everything. I think. So these guys are going to come here. And then these guys, like, normally it takes like 3 rounds before things happen. But I think it's because the Quins move so fast. It's almost like you just have to kind of commit and go early and often. Yeah, Mark. I mean, this piece here, let me know on that. I'm going to take and give it a second. I know there's about a 30-second delay. Yes or no, or would you rather me reverse it? And this here is getting ready to compile into this. There's going to be some psychic abilities that go off first here. Or would you rather this be a little bit more hid? and the plan here was to charge there. So that's kind of where I'm thinking. Y'all tell me what you're thinking in the chat, because I'm looking up psychic powers that I have taken for that Shadow Seer. I know one smite. I think another one is mortal wounds, and I'm double checking on one of the things on those mortal wounds. I just got to remember where I put the papers at. So I'll let y'all mull that over as a chat. Yes, so Ajax, this objective you are leaving because during the first turn you did objective secure. So technically y'all will control this one unless I can get a unit on it. Same thing as what's happened for the World Eaters on this side over there. So you've left it, but you are still scoring it. Yes, it is objective secure, so that one is y'all's for the time being. Right now, you're doing the same thing here on this one. I am not doing it on this one from that standpoint. Go to these boarding patrol rules that I did the video on the other day for some Harlequins. Yeah, I would keep people on it and stay hidden if it was, but it's yours, and I got to get through this hallway or come over here to this doorway. It's not very easy for me to get that one right now, so it is really hard, fast, set, and y'all's. All right, mirror the lines. So we'll let y'all keep mulling it over. If y'all like it, give me a good thumbs up, and we will move it along. Thanks for everybody watching. This is me versus the chat, and I'll kind of go over it. I wanted to do boarding action. We've got a little bit of sickness in the house. Next week, spring break week, so it'll be a lot of videos. There won't be any lives, so I wanted to make sure I got a live in today. So to do the live, I'm playing the chat, but directing it somewhat, and then letting y'all, hey, no, I don't like that. Hey, change this. Hey, change that. Changing it accordingly, and we're playing it. The mission is hold 1, hold 2, hold more. Hold both A's, which are these, or hold both B's, which are these on this side over here. I'm just working through some psychic powers, making sure I've got that. Yes, it's that one. Didn't matter that one. So yeah, mirror the minds of Twilight Pathways. Cool. So it looks like we're going to do mirror the minds and smite more so. Alrighty. It's all of the chat playing. Yeah. Everybody's chat. Everybody that's in chat's playing. So anybody can make a suggestion or make a non-suggestion. Appreciate if you're listening while you're actually taking and painting or doing whatever. Heck, I appreciate you just watching. We greatly appreciate the time. When is the next small tournament? Oh, the next small one is the third weekend. Always the third weekend. $15 entry at Dragon Slayer. So not this coming up one, but the next one, Ajax, from that standpoint. All right, so we're going to go with it. We're going to do Smite is what we're going to do first for y'all, and we'll see what you get. That is a 7, so it will go off. For D3 mortal wounds, or 2 mortal wounds, so 1 World Eater is dead. It's going to kill that one right there. Nicely done, chat. Mirror of the Minds needs a 9. Let's see. All right. That is a 9. Holy smokes. Does it really need a 9? I think it does. According to the boarding patrol, it needed a 9. I was not expecting it. Good vibes are coming from chat. Yeah, Mirror of the Minds, 9. It is a 9. Oh my gosh. This is going to be brutal. I think chat's going to pull it out. It's all about those dice rolls. All right. Oh my gosh. Here we go. So it's D3 mortal wounds. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe this went off. This is going to hurt. This is good for y'all, chat. This is really good for y'all. Like, amazingly good for y'all. Alrighty. Win or draw. Win or draw. Oh my gosh, it is win or draw. All right, cool. So first things first. D3 mortal wounds for 2 mortal wounds. So it's going to kill another one. And then the World Eater dice roll off is a 2. Quinn's is a 2, so it's another mortal wound. The World Eater dice roll is a 5. Quinn dice is a 1. So 1 more mortal wound. Holy smokes. I'm telling you something else. Y'all are, that was an amazing move right there, coming up and just starting that psychic punch already, folks. I like it. So now, good vibes. We're now going to shoot. Oh my gosh, what did I give him for a pistol? So I'm gonna have to do this for a second here, because this is crazy as all get out. You know, I think I have all these things done, but sorry, we don't. He has got a neuro disruptor. Yes, he does. Why wouldn't the Shadow Seer have anything else? Holy smokes. Okay. Sure. He is going to shoot the World Eaters. That is a 3. That is a mortal wound. So this guy's out dead. Oh, the chat is some crumping. All right, so these guys are going to shoot into them. So it's going to be 5 regular pistols because they don't have anything special. They will hit with those. String 4, T4. So needing 4s, just 1. And we will save it. Haha, your pistols didn't work. These guys are going to shoot into these. So that's 5 more here from y'all. Because I don't see why you wouldn't shoot your pistols. Nothing. And then just 2 guys are going to shoot down at the terms. Nothing. And then what kind of pistol has he got? Ah, yes, reroll. I got you. If you get down on that rerolls, they will take. I will throw it up and give a second delay on that one. If you're wanting to take and do the rerolls. Oh my gosh, the Troop Master has a fusion pistol. It will hit. It will wound. What did I build? Good choice, Ken. I forgot what I had given all these guys. Jesus. Oh my gosh. I was thinking I was about to crump these clowns, but it is -4. And those guys have a 5-up invul. Yeah. Here we go. We're just going to roll the 5. There it is. Got the 5. All right, good. Woo! That was close. I thought I was about to lose a turn in that one. Jesus. All right. So now, there we go. That is all of the shooting. So now it's going to be charges. And I have a feeling. So we're going to have him charge them. Shadow Seer into the 2-man there. That's a 4. So he's going to get there. Then we're going to have the Quins here charge there. That is a 4. Woo! Y'all going to have to get supportive in the chat. Y'all almost failing these boarding patrol charges. All right. Let's see what Mark says. What's Mark's idea? Yes, fusion pistols are great. I just made the invul. I was just like, because I thought for sure that was a Terminator gone. These guys are going to charge here. They are going to be all over this. All right. And then what I'm going to leave in the chat is do or don't the Troop Master charge the Terminators. That is up to y'all. Y'all let me know. We've got that blockade set so they can't get around him without charging him to hit him. But these all charges. charge the character in zone 3. Right here. Alrighty. That's what chat says. He's going to go for it. And he will make it. Just put him in the front of them, behind them. However do you want me to do that? Just right here. We will go right there with that. Mark, and we'll see how it goes. All right. I, as the World Eater player, so 1, 2, 3. Y'all tell me what order's going first. I am going to take an front perfect Ajax. I am going to spend 2 CP here. I think, because maybe not. Actually, that really stinks. There's only 3 guys there, but I'm going to do it. I am going to spend the CP here for any World Eater that dies. If he's in range, he gets to swing back, which would be only the front 3, but I am going to spend the 2 CP there because I have CP strat, or the 1 CP, fight on death. I'm checking to see. It may be 2 CP. Y'all let me know the order of how you want to start your attacks based on that information I'm providing. World Eaters. Yeah, it's just 1 CP. Cool. Not using a lot of CP strats, but just the 1 from that standpoint there. All right. Let's start with 2. All right, well, we'll go with 2. I am actually going to start it because there is a reason in my thought process. Yep. I'm going to start it with the troop squad here for y'all. They have 4. They are Twilight. So 5 attacks each. It's Twilight. There's 6 attacks each. Oh my gosh. I cannot remember. I think you do get all those pieces. Haven't played the clowns in a while, so they have 4 attacks each, but 5 because it's Twilight and Harlequin Blade. So 6 attacks each, -1. 6. 6 times 5, 30. Well, this is 24. Oh my gosh. I think those make it 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, Ken, that's the bad part. Yes, David, thank you. 5 attacks each, but they all have the blade, which gives them the extra one, so 6 attacks each for that. Yes, well, you don't get extra because you charge. You get extra because of the Harlequin blade gives you +1. It is going to be strength 3 -1, 1 damage, but it is what it is. I'm going to owe you 6 of these. 6 more dice on top of this. Into those guys. You don't have any CP strats except for the auto pass, the interrupt, and the reroll. Just because that's the book's not out yet. I think the new book comes out pre-order this Friday. I'll get it and then be able to show it off. And then April will have a new one. I'll get it, and then May will have a new one, and I'll get it. So each time a book comes out, we will be adding more and more CP strats. So hey, if this works, which so far it's been pretty good. Greatly appreciate everybody joining. Greatly appreciate everybody actually playing. We might take and do a rematch for this when Quinn's get an actual CP reroll strat. So I'm just pulling 2s and 1s. And I owe you 6 more, which this is exactly 6 more. So you only missed 3 out of the 30 attacks, which is pretty good. But this one needs 5s and 6s. So you have, oh, that's pretty good. You got 1, 2, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8. We'll give it a second to see if you want to reroll one of those. I probably would say no. I'm on a 4-up save with 4 wounds left. I've got 8. The math says no. But I'm going to give it about 10, 15 seconds to see if y'all do want to reroll one. And then I am looking for 4, so y'all get the benefit of seeing some dice. Copy. So, yes, reroll, no reroll is only 3 damage. So we definitely will lose 1 here. And this guy will go to 1. From that standpoint there. No reroll. Sweet. There it is. That's what it lives. And then I've already spent the CP there. I'm not wasting it. I'm going to save it because I would rather have maybe auto pass from around because that might be good there. So y'all let me know if you want to go 1 or 3 next on the attacks. No rerolls. 1 or 3 next on the attacks. And I am going to take and get these guys ready. If you go there, if you go there on him, he has the story sword. So he's got. Oh, he doesn't have the story sword. He does have the blade, though. He has the slicer dicer blade. From that standpoint. So I'm going to look that up while y'all let me know where we are going next on this wonderful, wonderful game that we're playing. He's got the power sword. Woof. +1, -3, so 4. Okay, cool. He's got 6 attacks, 7 attacks. Okay, he might can do some damage then. Sweet. This is for over here. It's 2 CP, so that's my CP. Alrighty, let's see. Character? Cool. That's it. We'll go with the character. He has got 8 attacks because he is 8. He is the thing. He has a story sword, so he's hitting on 2s. Or he doesn't have a story sword. He's just got a regular. That is a lot of 1s, folks. I did not mean to roll that. Y'all got to get positive in the chat. Positive. All right. And then Ning Force. So it's going to be 2. They are -1. 3 up save on the terms. We're going to make those on the terms. And then I'm going to roll into the last one here. And we'll see what happens here. Oof, 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 oof. Alrighty. Pull, pull, pull. Pull. Oh, there we go. And then I owe you 6 more. 6. And if you did want me to reroll 1 on the character, I would have. Ah, yes, it is set to defend. This one here. I will remember that when it goes. Thank you for knowing. Oh my goodness, Sam. I hate to hear that for you. That's bad. Then I owe you just a bunch of 1s, apparently. All right. But these will need 5s and 6s, so we'll see how that goes. Oops. That's really bad there, Sam. Glad you could join us, though. Appreciate it. Oh, we got people watching. Chat. Oh, 5s and 6s. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Fives and 6s, and we are needing their -1, so I need 4 ups. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I am going to lose the 2 guys since I paid the CP to take and do it. We're going to lose these 2 up front just because we can. Alrighty, now it's time for the crackbacks. Off the wall. Yes, it could be on the walk-in for that matter, depending on what's going on. All right, so we are going. Oh nope, you've got 1 more charge. You still have the Shadow Seer into that last guy, and she. A game of movement. It's going to be tricky. She's going to move closer, but stay right at 1 inch away, and she's going to swing at this guy. And she's got some kind of staff. +3, so she's going to be strength 6 -1 D3. And she got 4 attacks, but 1 for the or 1 because she's. Oh my gosh, Twilight. She will hit with all of them. She's going to be wounded on. This challenge going straight to the. Oh my goodness. I don't have a clue on that. All right. No rerolls of the 1s. -3. Huh, that's a new one. Let's see here. Shadow Seer, it's -1, so 4 saves from. Nope, it is D3. It's 1. I'm going to CP reroll this one for damage because y'all said reroll it. 3. It's going to kill this World Eater right here. That is a blood type point. However, because it's Twilight, they've got. Oh, they can't move. That's right. So that is there. Now we are going to crack back with these two guys here. Because they died. No, it's not. It's okay, AJ. Hey, AJ, I don't know what they're talking about. Corn Berserkers, they get 4 attacks each, so they're going to have. And then they've got some kind of. They've got a Chain Blade, -2. That doesn't matter. 1 damage, Strength 4, Strength 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But instead of 3s, it's going to be on 2s. And there we go. They will all hit. And wounds on 3s. All right, so the Harlequins have got to make a 5-up invul. On the blue squad, going to lose 2. One of the missions will be boarding actions. Nice, K. Scott. You should tell Steven to come over and watch. It's me versus the chat. And so the chat's giving me help and so forth. So it's only 2 damage goes through. So we're just going to lose the lead player, which will mean just lose 1 guy for those. There is nothing to hit back over here. And then the Terminators are going to try to kill this person here. This one Troop Master that got in my way. Yeah. All right. So that's going to be 4. They're on 3s. They do not set to defend. So 4. That's going to be 4 times 4 is 16. Plus 5 is 21. So 3 dice out. This should be 21. Hitting on. You know what? Evens odds, everybody. Evens odds. It is okay. Evens odds. And I just realized it. Harlequins are -1 to hit in combat. So, evens odds. I'm going to give you evens. If it's an evens, it's odds. So, the damage was done. But now over here it will matter, and I will get it right. So, they don't hit on 3s. They actually hit on 4s. Welcome back, Mark. Alrighty. 3, 4, T3, so 3s. Oh my goodness. Didn't mean to do that to the Troop Master. The Troop Master. 5-up save. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the Troop Master died in his glory to the Terminators. But it's okay. They didn't move anywhere. It is all good from that standpoint. Alrighty. Morale for these guys right here. A 5. They lost 2. Leadership is 9, so they are good. And that is that. And we are going to go. Yeah, Troop Master, he didn't do anything, and he just got picked up and removed. So it was bad from that standpoint. So, let's see. Oh, you found an arm? Sweet. I'll fix it. Oh, we have a put-together Barbie in the house. And Little Bit just found an arm as we are finding bits all over the place. Sweet. All righty. So we already re-rolled for that. Yeah. It wouldn't have mattered. So the Troop Master, actually, yeah. Yep. All right, cool. All right, Troop Master and a Troop lead player have died. The World Eaters have lost a 5-man squad plus 2 guys. We are going into turn 3, top of 3. Here we go into top of 3. And Yeah, he served his purpose. He basically kind of slowed them up, I guess. So we'll see that. The Quins did score 5. I control just 1, so therefore I'll get another 5 for the World Eaters. They're going in and they're going to try and remove some troop guys. So they're just going to go. They're 5. There. And then these guys are just going to come here. Thanos advantage. And the Executioner will come through. We're going to get ready to go back into these. We'll see how that turns out. And then... Oh, that's World Eaters. I don't know what I'm doing. It's World Eaters. It is my movement on that piece. All right. So we are now at the next phase, and we're going to do some shooting. 3 pistols into these guys. 2 hits, no wounds. And then yeah, we're gonna shoot. Need to check one thing on the action. Next command phase. So yeah, this is gonna be bad. We're gonna have the terms shoot into the players there with all of their shots. So it's going to be 4 shots each. Actually, let me check this. Nope, we're not. We're just going to make sure we make the charge. Yeah, they're going to have to move somewhere. Y'all decide which way they're going to take and go. We're going to just go into charges. So we're going to have this unit charge here. I would shoot, but right now it's a 4, and I don't want to make it longer, and there's a reason. Okay, cool. We did get it. So the Terminators are going to charge in here. There we go. The Berserkers are going to charge in. And then the Master of Execution is going to charge in. You'll barely get there. Cool. All right. We are going to take and start. What are we going to start with? We're going to start with the Executioner. So I'm going to start here with the Executioner. I figure you're going to want to spend 2 of your CP to interrupt over there. Y'all can let me know if I'm wrong, but that's what I anticipate from that standpoint. Is going to be what you're wanting to do. Yeah. So the Executioner, he's got like 7 attacks, I think. Let's see here. Master Execution, World Eaters, Master Execution, 6 attacks. Strength 3 minus 3, 2 damage, 6s, inflicting no wounds. All right, 6 attacks. Hitting on 2s. Pulls 1. Pretty much wounding on 2s. Pulls those. No 6s. Let me make sure it is strength high enough. I'm T3. I think it's strength 4 plus 3, so it's 7. So yes, and it's minus 3 that matters. So it's 3 saves. So 3 5-up saves. I do not make any of them. Huh. If they had their 4-up invul, they would have made them. Alrighty. So 1, 2. Actually. 1, 2, 3. Troop squad going down. Alrighty. Now, I take it interrupt with the green squad is what is going to be the answer for everyone. If I take that correctly. The green squad for sure. So the green squad. Spin the 2. No, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a lot, but we'll see what happens. They might get lucky. They just got to remove a few. All right. Feel it, chat. Feel it. Feel it. Gonna spike hot for y'all. Oh, well, I shouldn't have said nothing. Apparently, it did not spike hot at all. Gonna have 4 -1. It's gonna be 2 damage. So 1 Terminator is on 1 wound. Ugh. Alrighty. I'll finish with the Terminators. It's 4 attacks each plus 5, so it's 21 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. And I've got a 5 up pimple. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, they just didn't roll right. So yeah, that troop squad is gone as well. Well, interesting. It's okay. This is what Quins do best, right? It's what Quins do best. Alrighty. Ugh. So, morale for this guy here, he lost 4, 8. Did he lose 4? No, he lost 3. He's good. So that is that. We're going into bottom of 3. Uh-oh, chat. It's looking rough. It's looking rough, chat. But we will score 5 points for the Quins. In the bottom of 3, we are going... They can't perform it, so now they're just going to be there. Just kind of... Oof. Do we go after the master and everything? So here's the dilemma, and I'm going to leave it up to y'all. Yeah, that was a brutal blow there. Problem is they're not objective secure, so they can't do the action. So that's going to be rough on me from the world leaders. I can come off the point or not. Do you want to take and have the troops go over here and do an objective secure, or do you want to take your entire army and just try to go in and kill what you can kill? So they can. It's up to y'all. You can move the 8 to come in here to try and go into all this. Bring the Shadow Seer in here as well to do whatever it can do. Or you can take and have Shadow Seer or the troops go over here. And have the troops come over here, or have the troops go over there and the Shadow Seer come over here. I'm going to leave that up to y'all for that to be the decision from chat. I don't think you're out of it, Mark. I see a path to victory still kind of for y'all, I think, or a close one. Because right now it's 5-5. So it's going to be close. That's why I love the boarding patrol. They're fast. They're good. Killing those guys in top is priority, I think, at least. All right, cool. Then we're going to go and say y'all are going to go everything into them. I will follow that lead. We're just going to move these guys here. And we will go with that lead for sure. Let's see what we get. I mean, it's the dice rolls, because that was not looking good on those other rolls at all. Yep, here he goes. All right. So Shadow Seer, first things first, we're gonna go in the psychic phase, and he's gonna smite. That's an 8. It's gonna be D3 mortals for 3 mortals, so it's gonna kill another berserker. And one's gonna go to a wound. Y'all are up to 3 CP, and the corn is up to 3 CP as well. Just gonna use this marker here. Put that there. We are going to now go for Mark, I've already went for the kill. We're going to have to ride with it, Mark. It's already happening. You need a 9. I will burn a CP for the 9. Oh, it won't get that. Just trying to get more mortals. Still got 2 CP. Going to shoot a Neuro into him. It will do a mortal, which will kill this guy here. And then you're going to have the 5 pistol shots into him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pistol shots. Needing 3s and then needing 4s. You got 1 save. He makes it. And then this guy's going to shoot into him. We'll hit. We'll wound. He'll save it. Alrighty. So you've got a Master of Executioners that can interrupt. So y'all tell me how you want to charge this. Do you just want to stick the 5 guys into him? Do you want to stick the 1 guy into him? So you've got 1 blue troop guy, you've got 5 red guys, and you've got a Shadow Seer. You have 1 Corn Berserker and 1 Master of Executioner. So you let me know on how you want to attack that. So y'all let me know on your thought processes there. Again, I greatly appreciate everybody in chat. I greatly appreciate the interaction in chat, playing the game with me in chat. I know it's not optimal, but hopefully it hasn't been too clunky for y'all on y'all's end. On my end, it's been pretty good. I hadn't had too many hiccups. Boarding Patrol almost plays itself. The biggest thing is just the questions on, are you playing the objective game? Are you playing the killing game? When do you strike? When do you hide? I tried to be strategic in my thought process on what I was doing, but then allowing y'all to let me know kind of in those interactions when there's choices. So that's been fun. All into the Master. What do you think? Oh, that's it. That's an interesting one. So the question is, and I'll ask this, do you leave the 1 blue guy out by himself, or does he go in as well? Go after the character. Alrighty, let me see what we've got here. So it's a 3-inch charge. It's that going into that. So I'm going to take, unless y'all have me back it up, and take that objective. Well, now, he's the objective secure one. Go after the character. All right, we're going to go after the character. So first one is going to be the red squad into the character, I guess. Actually, the Shadow Seer will go first. If we're going to do this, let's do it right. Let's do this right. Shadow Seer. It's going to have 5 attacks. It's going to be +3, -1, D3. And he only has a 3-up save. +3, -1. So it puts him on a 4-up save. Alright, we're going to try the Shadow Seer first, because he's got the best weapon into the character, since that's what y'all want to do, and I am not against it. This guy, the blue one, would take the objective once the last Berserker. We're going to go Shadow Seer first. He gets an 8. They do have flip belts. They can't go over this, but they can go over people, so we're just going to have him go kind of right there. And then we'll have the red squad go into both of them. How does that sound? We'll have the red squad go into both. Yeah, okay, cool. We're going to have the red squad go into both of them here. Or actually, we'll just do it this way. So we know we take the objective. How about we do it this way? I'm going to ask you. I can put the red squad into both. You did roll enough. or you can just put the red squad into the one guy, so you will take the objective. And the blue guy can stay out. So I'm leaving a lot of options. So blue guy in or out, character or not. Actually, he has to go into both if he goes in. Red squad into both of them, or just the objective secure guy. And I've already put the Shadow Seer into just the character. So that is the next set of questions for this little cluffle right here. And y'all just let me know. Again, thanks for playing me. I really appreciate it. And it's not really taking that much longer. I mean, we're almost on cue for schedule. So objective is priority. All right, so based on objective being the priority, I'm going to leave the 5 red guys into the one guy, the one character into this guy, and the blue guy by himself on the objective. Oh, blue guy into the character? That's up to y'all. If you want it, I can do it. It's a good call, good call. Well, we'll let the dice. The dice says the blue guy can make it. Let him take some glory. All right, cool. There we go. Well, we are going to take, and I figure the Shadow Seer would be the one y'all will start with. Hits on 2s. We'll spend the CP because it's the best weapon. It's going to wound on 3s. Oh my gosh. And it's going to be 4 up saves. And he makes both. All right, I can't control the dice. I rolled that out. That was not what was anticipated. And then we're going to have the other guys go into the one lone berserker guy there. Oh, charge for the blue. He charged. All right, here's the red guys. Oh, and you 6 more dice into one guy. And we are needing 5s and 6s. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all gotta give these dice some positive outcomes. Oh my goodness. He's gonna live with 1 wound. This is crazy. I figured he was dead. All right, blue guy. Blue shirt guy, that's what we're gonna call him. See what he does. Nothing. All right. So the Master of Executioner is going to have his 6 attacks. He's going to go into the Shadow Seer. This didn't go as planned, folks. This didn't go as planned, but we're going to. But he is -1. That one is a miss there. I think he hits on 2, so that's all good. Would be normally wounding on 2s, but it's going to be 3s. Because the Shadow Seer ignores that, and then the Shadow Seer has a 5 up. And he's going to take 2 damage. So Shadow Seer is down to 3. Oh, this is going to be a struggle bus. And then the other guy's going to have 4 attacks. Going to miss with that one. And he's going to be on, not 3s, it's 4s, because of -1 from the Shadow Seer. 1 5 up. Nope. And it's going to take 1 damage on the Troop Master. So the Shadow Seer is actually, because of the -1 to wound, helping that nice little bubble. So there wasn't a lot of interactions going on there. But we'll see how it all turns out. This is going to be a close one, folks. Going to be close. There's a lot of wounds here and there, here and there. All right, cool. Everybody's got wounds all over the place. Need better dice? I'm telling you. We're just going to say these aren't for sale. I'm going to say Ken or Mark. Everybody's got to get going. Yeah, I get invulnerable saves. They're 5 ups, so we're good. They are taking and going well. So let's see what is next on the agenda. So that was Quinn's. So World Eater's turn. They only score 5 points in turn 4 because they can. Oh no, I'm sorry. They control 2, so they score 10 points. But they do not control more than they do not control both of the objectives. Alrighty. These guys are going to be so slow. If they come off, they can't. So sad part is they're just going to stay put where they're at. Whew. Yeah. And these guys are just gonna stay put. I don't think Corn has the ability to fight first. This is gonna be a slugfest. Warp Strike. That's Demon Engines. No. I don't think they do. And there's only one blood type. So three blood type, but there's not a lot to do with that. Alright, because it ain't going to change anything. Alrighty, so we're in the bottom of 4. It is the clown's turn to clown. So clowns, who goes first? Shadow Seer, Red Squad, Blue Squad. Because we're alternating interactions. Shadow Seer with 3 wounds. I think it would be the Shadow Seer into the character because I know my character is most likely going to hit the Shadow Seer. So I'm going to go with that. If y'all decide red or blue, we can change it up. But I do think Shadow Seer would be a better one. He will hit with all of them. It's going to need 3. It's going to miss 1. I think you burn a CP. There we go. And then these are -1, so I need 4 ups. He will make 1 for D3 damage, for 2 damage into 2 damage into the Master of Executioners. And he's only got 5 wounds, so he's down to 3. He's getting wounded across the board. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna have. So, goes into him. We're gonna have this guy go into the red squad. 4 attacks on 4s. Wounding on 4s. And then a 5-up save. Nope. So Troop Master will die on the red squad. The blue guy is going to go into the 6. Here it is. All right. Y'all ready, chat? I know it's a 30-second delay, so I'm going to give it 15 seconds. Here it goes. Here goes the dice. Oh, so far, so good. Medium 5s and 6s. Oh, you got one more 6. That's going to be... Nope, that's another damage to him. He's down to 2. He is down to 2. Alrighty. So he's going to go... He's got to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got to go into the guy. So 3s. Oh my goodness gracious. And... only 2s but 3s. And 5-up save. Nope. Shadow Seer's going to take 1 more damage. He is down to 2. And then the red squad is just going to pummel. Yeah, blue guy is doing amazing over here. He is definitely staying alive. That's what he's doing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, can red squad kill off this last guy? You're gonna call the blue guy I love it. All right, red squad. Here we go. Red squad into the 1 guy. Oh, so far so good, man. You see all those? Look, I'm just gonna say, dice work. Mark, it's just they're not doing it. They're not doing it. All right. And then they belly up when you need to hit big. Wow. 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 All right. Got 4 saves for the last berserker. Nope, he is dead. That is another blood tithe point. All righty. So we are sitting at 10 points for the Harlequins.
We see play.
Yeah. So 10 points for the Harlequins. And they can't. Just to be on the safe side, blue guy's going to fall back. If you are okay with that, because he's going to hold this point. The Shadow Seer can't fall back because he wants to be able to cast. And then the red squad are just going to move. Ouch. Got myself. Here. They're not in combat. And at the end of their action, they're going to open this door. If nobody likes what I just did there, let me know. They cannot flip through walls with their flip belts, but they can flip over characters. They still have that ability. So that is a thing that can happen. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I don't know. What do y'all think? Steve has done his job. Let him rest. So let Steve back away. I like it. You let me know what your thoughts are here. If you like where I have everything positioned, we'll let it ride and go with it, and we'll start that psychic phase right up. If anybody's watching and wondering about the Terminators, if I had moved them off the point, I would have only scored 5 instead of 10. Even if I tried to spice them up, because they only moved 5, they could get here. And then that was 4 on turn 5. They can only get here, or they can only get here. So they're really out of play. Is the only reason I left them there. From the standpoint of that, I just need to know if everybody's good with where red went to, and if they want red to go into the other guy. Mark says he's good. I'm going to take and go with that then. All right, so now we're going to the psychic phase. I figure Smite is in order. That's a double 1, so we're going to re-roll that. We're going to choose 2 new dice. I even choose 2 new dice on this. That's a 5, so it will go off for D3 mortals. For 1 mortal, he is down to 1 wound. Now they are going to, y'all are down to 2 CP. I'm up to like 5 CP. We're going to Twilight Pathways, because I can see that. Maybe? Yeah, what Twilight Pathways? Or just go for the big smite? Or do we risk the peril? Is it worth the perils? Oh my gosh. Oh, well. Hopefully you don't get caught for those crimes, because you're leaving a smoke trail. All right. So close. The question is, do you want me to try and risk running a perils for D3 wounds? I just don't think it's worth it. So I'm going to say no, and we're just going to go into the shooting phase, and he's going to shoot his pistol, which is a neuro pistol. He just needs a 2. He gets it. It's 1 mortal wound. The Master Executioner is dead. Alrighty. There is no charges on that. So that is the bottom of 4. We will go into the top of 5. And the World Eaters will only score... They'll score 10 points still. 10 points. Alrighty. And then I take it for the Quins. We're going to take and have the Quins move. The Quins are going to move through the door. They're 8 inches. And land on this objective here. And I don't think anybody can get in range to do anything. We're going to see if y'all can get a little cheeky to get anything else. 8. Nope, can't see anything. So really no other point to move. So at the end of turn 5, because the second player scores at the bottom of 5 in this mission, which is crazy good. You do hold 1 objective, which is 5. You do hold 2 objective, which is 5. You hold more, which is 5. And you hold both the A's, so that's another 5. So that's actually 20 points. That's 20, 30, and 40 to 10, 20, and 30. So, well, 1, congratulations all. Let me see if I can fix this here. So we can. There we go. So, don't touch the table because I've got it on a different tripod stand this time. Alrighty. So, with that said, Ajax, you are correct. The Quins win with a grand total of 40 to the World Eaters 30. So, as chat, again, great job on choosing the clowns. I left it up to you. The clowns just have so much mobility. I have not put them on boarding patrol yet, but man, are they going to be fun in boarding patrol. They can die and still win. The World Eaters, so it was rough because the terms couldn't do the ability to bop that. But even if they could, they can't get away because of the way it was spaced. Great call on running the Troop Master in, chat. If you didn't, I would have moved them up, charged in. Could have got there probably sooner. Or charged into the Troop Master, got them closer, try to do some things there. Shoot it. This over here, it was a tricky, do you go back and hold the objective to try to score or go in and kill it? Really, really finicky dice rolls. It's amazing how much the -1 to hit and the -1 to wound actually play. Oh, well, you know what? How about I transition the camera? There you go. Now y'all can see me because I apparently did it. Oh, your first game, Ken? Well, congratulations on your first game. I apologize it was not with Grey Knights. But awesome job, chat, on choosing everything. Again, for me, it's totally different. Hopefully everybody did have fun. We had some gas passes and some other stuff happen in the chat. Don't know what, but hey, you know what? Anybody chats is a chat, so we're good with it. Great game interaction. I had a blast. Oh yeah, the team was awesome. Even Mark able to stop and go get something to eat in between it, which was fun. But hopefully it wasn't too clunky on y'all's end. We might do something like this down the road if it works. If it was good and fun to watch. As usual, anybody watches this on the back and makes it this far, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below if it was worth watching, wasn't worth watching. Interacting with the chat, seeing how the chat takes and makes the changes. And then thoughts. I mean, I think the Quins have a lot of play with their movement in boarding patrol, being able to open the doors, being able to shift where the World Eaters were lacking. They could not shift. I had to split forces to go conquer 2 areas, and I didn't win this area. I won this area. I didn't win this area, but this army couldn't adjust. Whereas you were able to take it, hem-haul that, and then adjust freely based on the movement. Oh, you had it delivered, Mark. All right, cool. It didn't matter to me either way, but that's still cool. So you had fun, Ajax. I'm glad you had fun. Like I said, whole different thought process to put this together. And I was like, how is it going to come across? How is it going to work? Will it work? Won't it work? Will nobody like it? Will I have anybody in chat? So, Mark, Ajax, and Ken, thank you very much. Everybody else that had flavorful commentary, I appreciate it as well. It's comments during the chat. So being funny, not being funny, it still helps the channel and grow the community. So greatly appreciate that. And I'm glad you all had fun. I'm glad you had fun. We'll have to take, and as the books come rolling out with the new ones, yes, that's why I try to read things out loud. It will at least show up tomorrow once it's published. So anybody watches it tonight, you're going to be like, what is this buffoon doing? Who is he talking to and what's going on? But once the chat actually becomes live, it'll be really cool to see that interaction on it. As we move forward, as we get the more books, as we have more codex ability to come out, when I can't have people on, this allows me to know that, hey, this will work as long as I have people jump in on chat. So greatly appreciate the community that does jump in on Monday nights when we get rolling, anywhere between 5 to 6, depending on the timing and stuff going on with work before I can actually get things rolling. So for me, it was really, really cool to have that interaction because I got to, I mean, heck, let's see. I got Ajax here in Houston, and then Ken and Mark over there on the West Coast. So I got to play a game of Boarding Patrol. We weren't even in the same room. Wasn't exactly perfect, but pretty close, I would say. Have a good one, Ajax. Greatly appreciate it as well. Any other questions in the chat before we shut it down for the night? I had fun, had a blast. Got several videos that are going to be loaded up coming out. So we've got Yanari tomorrow. We've got Craft World on Thursday. We'll have Malifaux live on Wednesday, probably around 5 or 6. And then for the weekend on Saturday, probably will be TOing an event and the work and stuff that goes into it. And then Monday will be maybe another pre-recorded Malifaux game, just because I won't be able to pre-record any any Boarding Patrol. And then we've got Chaos Space Marines and regular Space Marines on deck to finish out the Crusade Boarding Patrols. And then probably Wednesday of the following week will be Blood Bowl rules and understanding those and how they go. And then we'll go into the weekend with something. And then several of the different things I've got loaded up as far as units, some Malifaux, and some Blood Bowl content from that standpoint. Again, hopefully everybody had a blast. If nobody has anything, again, it's tough. It's a delay. So everybody's, I know Ajax had to go. He's got an early morning. And then it looks like we've got end of the month. If you're in town or around, we do have the narrative event that Stephen is putting on at Dragon's Lair. It's a 20-person event. I don't know how many tickets they've got sold, where it's setting. I know that he's been working feverishly to get that lined up, ready to roll. It's Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday, and it looks like there will be a boarding action game in that. I am playing in that narrative event, so I don't know if it'll actually be streamed on those 3 days. I would love to stream it, but it also I want to play in it, so it's kind of a tricky situation from that standpoint. Let's see here. Mark, thank you. I appreciate everybody hopping in. Again, it was. I don't think y'all understand how important it was to actually see people chat back when you go into a live stream with a game and you have no opponent besides you on either side, and you're going, "Hey, chat, you can do this." So. Oh, the videos on all the Crusade stuff. Yeah, I think a lot of people have. I greatly appreciate everybody that does. We've been having fun with that. So I think that is it. Oh yeah, anybody going to the narrative, definitely watch the videos. They really give you good insight on how to prepare for those armies and the way to get them going. Interesting fact, I am on the fence on the narrative event. It's World Eaters or Quins. Both of them are ready. And I love both the lore behind both of them. Quins, of course, because they're just Quins, and I love the clowns. And then the World Eaters are just really, really cool with their book and the way that you're able to do those things. Again, I appreciate it. Only 3? Well, that's 3 people that are going to have a blast. And as long as it's Xenos and Chaos and the Imperium only has 1, that means we just get to beat up on that person. So I will be super, super excited with that. Because I'll either be playing Chaos or Xenos. I think Xenos. I think I told Steven I was doing Quins, but depending on how his roster rolls out, I can play either one of those. With that, appreciate the chat. I have rambled on long enough. We will see for sure. Like I said, Wednesday around 5 to 6. 5 to 6. I'm not always good on the timing, and I haven't put a schedule up because things mess around. Between 5 and 6, we will have a Malifaux event. So if you've watched any of the Malifaux content, or you want to see something that's just fun, flipping cards, I've come up with a fun list to play, and we'll see how that goes. With that, everyone have a great evening. Stay safe out there. I know the weather's kind of been shifting here and there over the past this past week. Do you ever want everybody to be safe? And if you have any questions or have any thoughts after it, feedback, if you go back and watch it again, you have any feedback, definitely video. The comments on the VOD are always great. I love reading those. Everyone have a great and wonderful evening.